A very warm welcome to Off the Rail. Night 2 at the World Championship is done and dusted. I'm delighted to say Emily Frazer and Karl join me. Wow, fantastic second day. David Al-Kadi out, Chris Melling out, big names out, but some big names going through as well.
Yeah, exactly, and we saw some fantastic matches. You saw like Elliot Sanderson, who's one of the Brits coming through. Spoke to him before he played in the event, and he said to me, you know, I'm going to start actually playing the tour now, and this is something that I'm really serious about. And looking at the rankings, he can see the schedule coming up. We've seen some upsets. You know, you've got Skylar Woodward out, you've got Billy Thorpe, Corey Jewell on the American side of things for Mosconi Cup, but then you've got Shane Wolford, who's we haven't really seen in one of our Matchroom events before, and we're going to see tomorrow. Very, very exciting. It's
a tough sport, this, Karl, isn't it? I saw Corey Jewell just checking out of the hotel like minutes after he lost. It's pretty unforgiving, isn't it?
Yeah,
but that's poor.
Yeah, that's a bit ruthless, just leaving straight away. Could have like come in the comms box for me. Could have done a bit of reporting or something.
Yeah, I think he was in the mood, Karl.
Yeah, but it's good to see other Americans coming here. Nick Dillon, he's qualified, as Emily just said, Shane Wolford. And, you know, I think America needs some players, you know. We know Shane and Skylar Woodward do so well for Team USA, but they need other players. So glad to see them come over for the World Pool Championships.
OK, so the seedings, ranking events. Tell us about the changes this year.
Well, we're not just a promoter of 3 events a year anymore. We're the leaders for the sport, and we're creating a global tour for pool. This is the 9-ball world rankings, and we're learning every step of the way, and Karl's very much aware of that. You know, he chips in with our team as well when we're coming into, you know, the World Championship, a major tournament. We've got 128 players. The 64 players were seeded initially. Then we come to the last 64 of the draw, and we've got 32 that have come through from the winner's side, 32 from the loser's qualification. And we noticed that there was even going through the draw order. On that, we saw that there were repeated matches potentially happening, and it was over about 8 of these matches that were going to take place, and it just would have been it just wouldn't have been great for the tournament. And you look at that and you go, okay, so we random draw the 32 from the loser's side to the winners, and then we keep that draw bracket until the end to try and make it as fair as possible for the players, try and make it as entertaining for the television viewers at home. So as we do more open events and more multi-table events, we're going to learn this, and it just shows the seeding is just crucial now for these players. The seeding gets you the advantage at the events now, and that's what the players should be going to these ranking events for. That's the most important thing.
And Karl, it's been justified by the matches we've got on Table 1 and Table 2 tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. But like Emily says, you know, it's crucial that you have a proper ranking system in place, because, you know, with the Premier League pool and World Pool Masters, World Cups of Pools, they can play on the tour now, and the higher rank you are, the more rewards you're going to get, and that's what pool players want.
You're even getting the players who are coming out of the tournament now and saying, OK, there's a few comments on how we can make the tournament more competitive, for instance, because they're now thinking, oh, gosh, I'm thinking of ranking points. And you can tell that that's on their mind now. And that's what's so important. And it needs to be sort of drummed into the players that this is what they are chasing. And it's exciting to see. And that's exactly what we're working on.
Been a good couple of days so far, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been good, but tomorrow's going to be fantastic, isn't it? Last 64, race to 11.
Yeah, tomorrow or in the morning. If you're watching in the morning, we'll have the draw as well, the full draw. There's loads to digest on our Matchroom pool social media channels. But Emily must be happy so far, everything going well?
It's been a fantastic tournament so far. The programme's fantastic. The players all seem to be really enjoying themselves. And it's just, the arena looks fab. We've really put a lot of work into this. And it's just, as we get down to 8 tables, the semi-finals, the final, the 1-table setup, the matches are going to be so juicy. And now we're just excited to get more events on the calendar, and our next pool tournament. Oh, it's just so exciting.
Yeah, loads to look forward to, loads of tournaments to look forward to this year. But for now, we're focusing on the World Pool Championship. The knockouts start tomorrow. We cannot wait. Join us then. As I say, go on our social media channels to check the full draw. But for now, thanks for joining us and goodbye.